Eddie the Magic Monk. Eddie the Magic Monk. Eddie the Magic Monk. Eddie the Magic Monk.
Hey guys, it's Eddie the Magic Monk. In this series of videos, we're going to start building a first-person adventure game in Unity. And you probably think that Unity is an advanced program, or you're a bit scared of programming in C#, so you haven't started building your game. But don't worry, we're going to show you everything from scratch. So the first program that you need to run is called Unity Hub. And if you double click on Unity Hub, which you can download from the Unity website, you will open up this window. And this is where you create a new Unity project. If you have not used Unity Hub before, I've made another tutorial that explains how this works. So just type Unity Hub into my channel and you should see that video. But I'm going to create a brand new project. And the project name is going to be called Adventure Game. First Person Adventure. First Person Adventure. I'm going to build it with the latest version of Unity. And make sure you store it in a location that you remember. I'm going to use the basic 3D template. And I'm not going to use any of these extra packages. So no extra package, blank 3D template, create the project. Okay, so we have now started Unity, and rather than explaining what all of these things mean straight away, we're just going to do a few things, and as things come up, I will explain it to you. So firstly, you can see that we have a blank level with two things in it. So on the left hand side, we have the objects that are in our level. And the first thing is the camera. And that is the view of the user. So wherever you position the camera, and when someone plays the game, that's what they're going to see, right? The view from the camera. And the next thing is the directional light, which just shines a light onto the level, and we can also position the light in different places to create different lighting. And the scene is sort of like a level, and right now we just have a level called sample scene, which doesn't sound right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go File, Save Scene As, and I'm going to call this level 1, and I'm going to put it inside the scenes folder, and I'm going to type level 1, and that is my level. And then on the bottom you will see that you have an assets folder, and this shows you all the files in your game, okay, inside assets. So you can see that you have a scenes folder. Inside the scenes folder, you have level 1, and that is what we're editing right now. So we have a main camera, we have a directional light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on here, and I'm going to choose create a 3D object, and I'm going to create a plane. And this just creates, if you like, a floor in the level where you're going to be walking on. And on the right hand side are some properties of the plane. You can see where it's positioned inside the transform component. These are different components of the plane, different parts that the plane features. So it's got a transform where you can move it around. It's got other features, but we're just going to look at the transform. So you can move it around by just dragging the X symbol. And each of these symbols, you can just drag it and it'll move up, down, left, right. So we're just going to click on this icon, gear icon, and choose reset, and that's going to bring it back to the original position. Now, if you are using this move tool on the toolbar, you can also drag it up, down, left, right. Okay, but we're not going to move it, so just reset it back to the original position. Now the plane is a white color, which will make it a little bit difficult for us to use. So I'm going to go back into the assets folder, and I'm going to right click inside the folder and choose create and choose material. And that is basically, at this moment, we're just going to imagine it as a color. So I'm just going to use a different color. Let's say I want the floor to be yellow. Okay, and then I'm going to right click, rename the material called floor material, and I'm just going to drag that onto the floor. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create an object to represent the player, the person moving around on our level. So I'm going to again right click in the objects folder, choose 3D object, and choose capsule. And that is because we're going to use this capsule to represent our person moving around. You don't have to see the person, so it doesn't really matter what it is. So let's drag it up a little bit, and you can see the capsule has a scale of 1, 1, 1. So what does that mean? That these measurements represent how tall and how wide you want it to be. So let's move the y coordinate of the capsule up 1 unit. Okay, and now you can see that is touching the floor. Okay, so if you don't know how to zoom in and out, it's just using the middle scroll button on your mouse. Just scroll up and down on your mouse, and you can move it up, down, left, right. So hold down the middle mouse button, and then you can go up and down. Okay, and then hold down the right mouse button, and you can look up, down, and left, right. So these 3 options should be enough for you to navigate around the level. So I'm going to hold down the middle mouse button to move everything up, and you can see that the capsule is just touching the ground, which is what we need. Okay, now use the scroll bar to look away, look down, and then scroll up again. Now, one very useful feature is if you hold down the right mouse button, you can then press the up, down, left, right keys on your keyboard, and you can move around like you are in a 3D game, like Counter-Strike or something. And then you can also press the E key to float upwards and W key to go downwards. Okay, so what I want you guys to do for the rest of this video is just practice moving around your level, navigating around your level, being able to go exactly where you want with the viewport, and be able to play with the transform component. So for the floor, I can move it up, down, left, right. I can also reset it, but if I change the scale, I can make it a lot bigger. Okay, I can make the level a lot bigger. Notice if you change the Y value, it's not going to do anything on the plane, because the plane, in terms of Y, it does not have a thickness. Okay, in terms of X is how wide it is, and Z is how deep it is, but how tall it is, you can't change that. So reset it back, make it a bit wider, make it a bit deeper. Okay, so you got a bit more room to walk on. You probably wouldn't use the floor, the yellow color for the floor, but let's just change that to something different. Maybe black for the floor. You can change it later, doesn't matter. So just spend the rest of the lesson, rest of the video playing around with moving things. Maybe create a few other objects. Maybe create some cubes and see if you can move them around. Right, so I will see you next time.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.